How do you do, G-Pod crew? It's your Naughty Buddy Putty here, and today I just saw Uncharted, and I have a lot to go through. But before we do that, I do want to advise you that this will be a spoiler-free review. Still, there's not going to be any spoilers in the beginning of the review, but then I will go into spoilers later on, so don't worry. I will warn you. But before we get into that, if you can, make sure to hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you're not aware, on Fortnite, they do have the Uncharted skins. You can either get the movie versions of both Nathan Drake or Chloe Fraser, or you can get the video game versions. Well, actually, they're both. It's a style you can get for both, so it's a 2-in-1 you can get. And they're all available in the Fortnite item shop. But while you're there, if you can, please use my supporter credit code PUTTY, P-U-T-T-Y, in the Fortnite item shop. And with that being said, let's go on with the review. Now, when it comes to Uncharted, the thing I want to bring up is there is a lot of differences from the game, and it's okay because it feels like it fits with the plot. There are some changes that feel a little weighted. For example, I do like the way they did take Mark Wahlberg's use of Sully, but I feel like they did it just because they wanted to bring him younger and bring a little more chemistry with Tom Holland's Nathan Drake, which brings me into the other character, Chloe Fraser. Now, Chloe Fraser's character is, and I don't know the actual name, it's Sophia Taylor-Ali. I've got it right here. And she's a very good Chloe Fraser. She definitely fits the part of the look, and she does kind of have the personality. It feels like it's there, but I feel like there's something missing, kind of like what I felt with Sully. And I feel like the only reason why she might have been cast is her chemistry with Tom Holland, which brings me into Tom Holland. This is, in my eyes, the surprise. My thing was, going into this, Tom Holland looks nothing like Nathan Drake in my eyes. He doesn't. The face, the hair, outside of maybe the outfit that you see later in the movie, it's really nothing that compares. But what really surprises me is Tom Holland's approach to it with his chemistry, his what's the word I'm looking for? Just the way he is. The way Nathan Drake is in the game, where he's very outgoing, confident, and very not just in the confident wise, but has that good charisma. That's the word I was looking for. He has a very good charisma. And when I heard of Tom Holland playing this part, I was very afraid he was going to feel like a kid, like in Spider-Man. I was wrong. Totally wrong. I feel Tom Holland understands this character, and maybe he did a lot more research than other people, because not just by his charisma or the way he acts or his light sense of humor, all that kind of stuff, even when it gets deep and dark at moments, I forgot he was Spider-Man. He did Nathan Drake justice in my eyes. Honestly, even if this movie flops, or even if this movie to some people might not be good, Tom Holland is what carries this movie. And I knew Tom Holland is a good actor, but after seeing this and seeing what he's done with Spider-Man, he understands how to take something that's already a popular franchise or brand and make it his own, but still make sure that he keeps characteristics that we know and love for those characters, whether it be Spider-Man or Nathan Drake. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and there's so many hints and Easter eggs in this that I can't wait to get into that with you. But I just want to state this. This movie was phenomenal. I enjoyed it. It's not one of the most groundbreaking. I would still put Sonic up there. Maybe it's because I'm biased and I love Sonic. But my happiness grows more because I'm starting to see video game movies start to get better plots, better set up to being a better franchise. With Mortal Kombat, Sonic the Hedgehog, and now Uncharted, I have faith that video game movies are getting better, but it's always upward climb. If you remember, back in the late 90s, we had horrible comic book movies, and it took us time to get to where we got good comic book movies. We're getting there with video games, and I feel like Uncharted, Sonic the Hedgehog, these are video game movies that are on that way. Let's just say this. If you've played Uncharted, think of it as QuickTime events, but live action, and really fun. You just don't get to control the QuickTime event. And with that being said, I think it's time we go into some Easter eggs. And that also means spoiler alert. Yes, you're going to be spoiled right now. Oh, by the way, before I do that, do you want to know my point is, the review? I give it about a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I'm trying to be optimistic about it. If I low spectrum 7, high spectrum 8. I enjoyed it. But with that being said, spoiler alert, I want to go into spoilers. I want to talk about some things that honestly really made me happy to see, especially being a fan of Uncharted. A lot of people don't know I'm a fan of Uncharted, maybe because I haven't played the recent one. Yeah, I have. I just haven't played the collection. But yeah, the most recent one I did have play. I actually like the online of it a lot too. But anyway, the stories of Uncharted are amazing. I love them. I can't wait till they make a new one. And with that being said, let's get started with the spoilers.
All right, just give me a hand with this. All right, ready? Well. It's cute.
What?
Because it's a well. So.
Well. Get it? You know, because it's a well.
Sully, you stole your joke.
I noticed. Good sense of humor, though.
Now, when it comes to spoilers, I'm going to be probably glossing over what might be poignant parts that you say, ooh, that was in the video game. Prime example of the famous, scene where they're actually on top of the plane, that part. That's from Uncharted 3. It's obvious if you're a fan. I want to go for more of the deep cut things, or the things that you may not put together and realize, oh crap, that's a hint of something else, or I didn't notice that kind of situation. So, for example, if you remember the part where he's going through the postcards that his brother sent him, and I think it's either in a briefcase or like a case or suitcase. I can't remember exactly where he's pulling it from, but as he's opening up the case, you'll notice that there's stickers on the lid of the case all around the background, and one of those stickers says Naughty Dog. Now, if you don't know who Naughty Dog is, then shame. No shame. But Naughty Dog is the company that makes Uncharted. Now, you might be saying, didn't PlayStation? Well, yeah, with PlayStation, it's just PlayStation exclusive. But Naughty Dog is the developers of the game, and of course, PlayStation's the publisher. So, most definitely seeing that Naughty Dog sticker really brought me joy. The next Easter egg was one that I was the only one in theaters that caught. Like, I freaked out and went, oh my god. And this whole time, I heard people in the audience going, oh my god, to other parts. But this one part, they didn't say oh my god to, and I realized I was the only true Uncharted fan in the theaters when I saw this. And that is, once they get out of the plane and they use the parachute of the crate and fall into it, they end up on a resort. Like, remember, she points and there's a resort there, and they walk by a gentleman on a beach in a beach chair where he says, they talk about their little adventure, and he's like, oh, I've been on some adventure myself. Ladies and gentlemen, the person in that beach chair is Nolan North. Nolan North is a voice actor, a very famous voice actor. He actually voice acted Deadpool in the Deadpool video game, and he also voices another character in another video game. What video game would that be? Oh yeah, he's Nathan Drake in Uncharted. And no one realized that in the movie theaters. And I think even someone, like one father and kid were right beside me. And I remember the father, like I got shocked, and I realized no one else understood why I was so exciting. And I think the father glanced at me like, what the hell are you freaking out about, some dude on a beach chair? Clearly, you're not an Uncharted fan. But my point to the things, or at least the nitty-gritty of the Uncharted series. But that is another Easter egg. Seeing Nolan North, the voice actor of Nathan Drake in all the video games, sitting there and kind of sympathizing with Tom Holland's Nathan Drake was just amazing. Now, the next thing I want to go into is the mid to end credit scene. Now, the first one I want to go into is in the prison. You clearly see that there's a gentleman, which of course is Nathan's brother, Sam, in a prison. Well, the reason that's a big deal is because of the Uncharted game. You see, in the games, Nathan believed his brother to have died breaking out of jail. Now we see his brother in jail. He could potentially break out, but of course not die like he did in the video game. So I feel like they're setting up a lot there, because remember, Sully, in the long run, said that he ghosted him. He never actually saw him die. I don't think. He never said anything about that. He did, but he didn't. It's honestly very confusing. But the biggest Easter egg, the one that made me literally jump out of my chair, even more than the Nolan North Easter egg, was the well, not end credit scene, the last mid-credit scene, the one after his brother. Okay, so they end up in a bar, and when they're in this bar, they end up with a guy with an eye patch. Now, I'm kind of struggling when it comes to the guy with the eye patch. I don't know who that is. The only person, you'll see a scar around the eye patch. This could be Zoran Lazarevic from Among Thieves, and he may be working for Roman. Now, if you don't remember Roman was actually in Drake's Fortune, Gabriel Roman, and what makes this exciting is that when he mentions Roman, he mentions a Nazi map. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is if you remember in Drake's Fortune, Gabriel Roman and Nathan Drake were both going after a German boat. I can't remember what kind of boat it was. It was a German boat, which connects to the Nazi Germany situation. So this is clearly, and I mean clearly, a nod to the first Uncharted. And there's a lot of nods to the Uncharted series, but you can tell that this story was basically made on its own. Like, even the connection between Sully and Nathan Drake is much different than it is, well, not, it's quite different than it is in the video game, as far as how they meet, things of that nature. But this is like a direct point to Uncharted Drake's Fortune, the first game. But then they walk out, and if you remember, he says "oh crap" a lot in the video game. Oh crap, oh crap. That Tom Holland says the same thing in this movie. But then they walk out of the bar and they say "oh crap," and it just ends there. And you don't know who they're saying "oh crap" to because they run into someone. I think this is Elena Fisher. This isn't actually true. This is what I'm presuming. At this point, it's not even like Easter eggs or anything like that. The reason I'm presuming that is because if they're doing the whole Roman connection to Gabriel Roman and the Nazi map, Elena Fisher was involved in that. So could she possibly be the one they run into and go, oh crap? Or it could just be Chloe Fraser again, which I don't think they'd leave that up for a surprise. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments below, who do you think was that mystery character at the end of the movie? Either way, video game movies have come a long way, and I'm very happy the way this ended up turning out. May not be the best thing out there. I still put Sonic way up there. This is better than Mortal Kombat in my eyes for sure, but Mortal Kombat is still a great movie. Actually, it kind of evens out for me in that way when it comes to Mortal Kombat. Sonic still gets the high point for me, but again, I might be being biased. But again, tell me what you think in the comments. Did you love Uncharted? Did you enjoy how it turned out? And did you notice any Easter eggs I didn't point out? Or at least did you notice the Easter eggs I pointed out? Again, comment below and tell me what you guys think. And remember, if you're going to buy the Nathan Drake and the Chloe Fraser skins in Fortnite, then please use my supporter code Putty. Supporter creator code Putty. I can't speak right now. It's excitement. That's Putty. And as always, I'm Putty. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.